I'm getting kind of a similar feeling from some of the other readings that I've done where I've read people who were known for being famous at an earlier age, like a kid actor or child actor. On the way here, I started getting this feeling like there was somebody that was coming through. They were just a reference to the name Edward or Ed. So we'll see if any of that connects. Hello, hi.
This is Tyler Henry.
Great to meet you.
My name is Christopher Knight. Perhaps I'm recognized from being Peter Brady for my entire life, like 49 years now, so. And I'm only 38. Right.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome.
So he introduced himself as Christopher Knight, which went over my head, but he was really nice, and we went upstairs and did the reading. Well, this is a great place to do a reading.
I hope it's okay. It's a lot of light.
Well, I love it. I want to, like, move in.
Being in the industry, I've heard of Tyler, but I've never really been subject to a psychic. And I don't know if I'm that receptive.
I want to see what it is that you're picking up on.
For sure.
I don't, you know, this is a test for me too. Have you ever met somebody who is like spiritually just not able to be read?
Well, I've met a couple people that were harder to read, but I always tell people the thing is with this, I view it kind of almost as like me being an instrument. Anybody can come through that you've known, that's in family, even if you've never met them.
Okay.
And we'll just kind of give it a shot, and we'll go from there.
Okay,
All right.
Good.
Cool. So what I'm gonna do is, obviously you brought some objects. For whatever reason, I'm being drawn to that watch in particular. Do you mind if I hold on to that briefly?
Go right ahead.
Sounds good. Okay.
This should be fun.
Oh, yes. Okay. This is strange. Okay. This is an interesting way to start this, but I kind of have to go with where I'm being led. Immediately, I'm connecting to an older man that's coming through. He comes through very much so as a very paternal figure, either biologically dad or someone who was like dad. And he is acknowledging immediately, from his perspective, he feels like he was either disconnected from some members of family or distanced from some members of family at the time of his death. Would you happen to know an October connection to him? Okay. As he's coming through, though, he's acknowledging, he's saying he was stubborn. He was acknowledging that the situation was just a lot of stubbornness. It was unnecessary ego. He's not showing me the traditional situation where we're hospitalized, going to the hospital, die in the hospital with our loved ones around us. It's not that kind of thing. He wasn't particularly happy with the way that he was found. And
I wouldn't be. Okay.
does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Who would this be for you?
You're holding onto my dad's watch.
Oh, wow.
So he passed away. I think he was wearing, I believe he was wearing that watch, but he passed away alone in his home. We received a call in October from the police, but it was days after he passed away that he was found by virtue of newspapers being or collecting on the front of the house. He was very stubborn. I was kind of pissed at him, you know, during this passage of time too, because of his stubbornness, because his health was clearly not in the place where he should be living alone.
Right. What he's showing is a commonality between yourself and himself. He acknowledges that he does have a lot of pride for you, and that's big. And I want you to know that he's incredibly proud of you.
But he's saying that now.
Yeah, he's acknowledging that, and it's interesting
Is there
because
growth after death?
Absolutely, because the reason being is that he's acknowledging this was the reason, because it's something he never took accountability for in life.
Right.
This man that's coming through is full well acknowledging, I did not take accountability for things when I should have taken accountability for them in my life. And it's important for him to acknowledge on the other side that he does take accountability for it. He's acknowledging an apology for that distance.
Apology accepted.
Good.
This is all great stuff.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, it's all
Good, okay, great.
I can sew all this together.
Yeah. Whew, okay.
My relationship with my dad was very complicated. In every way, Tyler exposed how complicated it was. And that you can take responsibility from the other side is sort of a supercharged validation, because that's precisely what he wouldn't really do while he was here.
So two names I'm going to throw out there. There's a reference to an Ed and a reference to a Rob or Robert. There's two references there. So with both names of family, think on where would that be? Because he's throwing the two names out. So who would be Ed and who would be Rob?
That's just weird.
Yeah?
Two dads. My dad, Ed, we were close, but he really wanted to be a friend more than he wanted to be a dad. Robert, it has to be Robert Reed.
Yeah.
Robert Reed
Right.
played my dad on the Brady Bunch.
Oh.
Robert supplied the stuff that my dad just was inadequate at supplying. The
Right.
two of them end up being like two sides of a ladder.
Yeah.
They help have created me, so.
Right, absolutely. Wow.
That's weird. Tying, you know, the whole sort of father image being Robert and Dad, because that's really internal, you know, and truthful to me. Do me a favor, grab that watch.
Sure. This one? Let me see. So we've got brother. Oh, that really doesn't feel right. Okay, as I continued the reading, I had another energy that was really intense. I started getting overwhelmed with various images that were coming through that were very personal and very specific. This is like really, really off. Doing this, which always indicates that there was like serious brain chemistry issues going on in a male that like this was a younger male as well in the way this comes across. Like, ooh, I do not feel stable in the way that that's coming across. It's very up and down. It's putting a significance on it, saying that his passing was stupid from his perspective, that it was a stupid way to die. He's like, this was just dumb. It's like he's pacing back and forth and frustrated with how this went because this was just
Impetuous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's acknowledging it. And when he comes through, he feels completely fine, like so good and so at peace and so stable in the way that this comes across. But paints a very different picture.
Before coming across, yeah.
Who would this be for you? Who was connected to this?
That's my brother David. My younger brother.
He's delivered a lot of messages that have came through in talking about the mental aspect of this. And with whatever you're comfortable sharing, where did that fit with him?
He suffered a lot, but he was sort of regular kid up until like 12, 13, and then things just started going batty. But he intimated at one point that, you know, he couldn't live like that, and that if he couldn't find that it was something, it wasn't him, he's not crazy. He wanted to make sure that I knew that at one point, but that he also made clear that he didn't want to live like that.
Right.
And he made good on that eventually.
I just have this man coming through this. I just keep hearing, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I think we all are. But he's good now.
He is, yeah. Sorry, I never get emotional during these things.
Wish we could have done more.
Yeah. No.
Let him know it's okay.
He just held on to that for a long time. He didn't want to disappoint people. There was a lot there, and I'm getting such a strong feeling of relief from him. So it's important that he know that people aren't mad at him for how things went, that it was okay, that he was struggling.
That's kind of, why does one need to suffer like that?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so.
And he didn't want to suffer.
Right.
So he felt a sense of peace.
We miss him.
Absolutely.
I do.
Absolutely.
But happier to know that he's at peace.
Yeah. And he's still aware and around on some level, but he doesn't have what made his life so hard to go through anymore.
And that's comforting to know.
Good.
I appreciate it. David passing away was just it was a tragedy. It really was. I wish I could have done more. But he really made it clear. He made it absolutely clear that he's in a much better place right now. And that's comforting.
Thank you so much for having me
Tyler,
today.
it's been
Truly.
a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank
And,
you.
I'm a fan and a true believer.
I'm so glad. Thank you so much. And if you ever need anything, I'm always here.
I might need more.
Hey, that's all right. No problem with that.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
I am charged. I'm very impressed with Tyler. He's amazingly disarming. I guess there's an assumption, you know, what could somebody young know? And then to have him so completely burst that balloon because he knows so much more than you do, it was amazing. Enjoy your day.
Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm just in complete shock with how that reading went. It was so emotionally overwhelming for me that legitimately it's actually hard to even put words together right now. Hello.
Hey,
how are you?
Tyler, how you doing?
Great to meet you.
Jaleel, it's a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Absolute
Oh my
pleasure.
gosh.
Come on in, come on in.
I'm happy
Come
to
on.
be here.
My name is Jaleel White, and Tyler might recognize me from Family Matters. I've played Steve Urkel and Stefan Urkel for 9 years. He might recognize me from Dancing with the Stars. Depends on his footwork. I don't know.
All right. Awesome.
Have a seat, have a seat.
Happy to be here.
Be
Thank you.
cozy. Happy to have you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm so excited to see like what comes through.
In the back, I've got my agent Tracy and I've got my manager Chris. Chris has completely put me up to this. He is the biggest believer in all of this. He probably wants to be in this hot seat right now, but I'm sitting in it for us. So Tracy and Chris, keep the laughter down.
You know, before I start, I always kind of like to explain my process. My goal in doing this is really just to see what comes through and hopefully give some information that's going to be helpful and useful for you in your path. And that, for me, is what it's all about. So I already have a lot popping in, and on the way here, I was already tuning into a lot.
It's just stuff popping around me right
It
now?
is popping everywhere.
Okay, hey, okay, all right.
So usually the way this will work is I'll hold onto an object. Did you bring any objects today for me to hold on?
You know, I brought something small,
Cool.
a pen
Perfect.
that belonged to someone
Awesome.
that was
I'll hold on to it.
in my life.
Awesome. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of communicate everything that I feel. Now, as of right now, I already have a lot popping in. And I like to get details that can't be researchable, can't be Googleable. So we'll get there, but...
You're making me fidget.
No, no worries.
Makes me fidget.
It's all good. It's okay.
I'm very anxious. I'm a Sagittarius, man. So I'm like, that means I'm open, but I'm skeptical. You know, I'm not a cynic, but if the magic trick is bogus, I'm definitely headed to the next room.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. That's random. Okay. Let me look. Got you, and you. There's a reference. This is interesting. It's not family. Yeah. I have this individual that's coming through that's giving me a feeling basically passing away at a time frame in which one would view from the outside perspective as being like someone's peak of life, in a time frame where someone should be really at like a good point. The feeling on from an age perspective is my life gets taken away from me, but the feeling is like cut short, taken away. There's a feeling of like, in the way this is kind of coming across, I'm snapping my fingers, which indicates like a quickness or a fast passing, but the feeling is an acknowledgement of dying too soon.
Is that Michelle?
Okay, do you know, I have to reference this, the month of September, and then I have to acknowledge, saying balloons. Do you know of any September birthdays?
Oh, gosh. September birthdays. More October stuff.
Sure. Late September would be where we'd be looking. Think anywhere like after the 21st would be when we go back and look at that. Let me look.
Get up on this web and see if I can help you help us.
September 23rd.
Yeah, she was born on September
Yes.
23rd.
Let's quit this younger person. This is popping in.
Whoa. Whoa.
Do tell.
Whoa. You said that September birthday
September birthday.
is young?
Yeah, the feeling was younger, and then but the feeling, if this is 4/8, it would be later in the month, I was thinking. But let me look.
Yeah, I know who that could be.
Okay. The feeling was a reference to this individual,
Yeah, I know who that could be.
having me reference this individual. The feeling was that it felt very sentimental, and this is
Yes.
coming through as a female, not a male.
Yeah.
There is a, let me look and see that.
How would this person know me, though?
The feeling that comes across, this is interesting, it's not coming through as family. It's not a family member.
No.
In the way that this is connecting. They're like, friend, acquaintance, it's just popping in.
He knows it's her.
He does. He does.
Just popping in. because of the unresolved elements behind it.
I probably could have named the person way sooner than I did. Like, way sooner. I'm not in the habit of making myself that vulnerable. I cherish what I cherish. I don't like it mocked. I don't like anything misinterpreted. We live in a world sometimes where other people's pain is somebody else's entertainment. You know, I'm sure he's toying with me in certain aspects. I can feel him, and I'm kind of toying back to, you know, validate his ability.
What's weird about this is she's having me bring up, there's this feeling of being distanced, but it's coming across in a way that is almost like I didn't get to kind of say what I wanted to say to kind of solidify the relationship, to say what terms we're on. The feeling is like we don't really have that catch up or that feeling of like...
Definitely.
Yeah, and so there wasn't really an opportunity to say
There was no goodbye.
Right.
There was no goodbye.
And that fits. She's interrupting me. Give me one sec. Music. When she's coming through, she's having me reference to the people that she would have been around, social groups, the people that she would have been close to. She's bringing up music, people in the music industry or music people, and it's coming through really strongly, and she's having me kind of refer to this group of people.
Okay.
There's a reference to what looks like Ellie or Lily. I'm looking at what looks like E, and then L, and then L, and then E is kind of the only way that I would be able to describe it.
You can't be messing with me, dog. Come on, man. You gotta be Googling this stuff, dog, before you come in here, dog. Come on, we're not
If only. What is that?
Come on, man.
Seriously.
You messing with me, dog.
No, not in the slightest.
You messing with me, dog.
No.
Come on.
No, that's what's coming through. Who is that?
September birthday, sudden passing, E-L-L-E. No Google.
No Google.
This is just...
This is embarrassing. I don't even recognize you.
Don't worry about that part. We'll talk about that later. It gives me joy you don't know who I am. It gives me joy. Okay, talking about Michelle Thomas.
Okay.
She was my old co-star from Family Matters.
Right.
And she died of stomach cancer. Quickly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And she had a lot of friends. She had a lot of friends in the music industry. Come on, man, you gotta be Googling stuff, man. This is crazy, bro. Her birthday, September 23rd, 1968.
Wow. Wow.
So that's 2 days after the 21 you said.
All right.
You about to get me memed up on Instagram. Not that grandpa. All right. You almost hope, sitting in that chair, that he's a hoax and that he's completely off base and you can just play along for TV's sake. And then you start to realize, no, this guy is the truth and he's mining your heart right now. And you don't know how you feel about it in the moment. And that's why it's just like, yo, just give me a quick second. You didn't really get me until you said E-L-L-E. With regards to Michelle Thomas. She played my love interest on the show. She had a mad crush on me and my character. I think we just had a very innocent relationship. We weren't involved, but I think people underestimate sometimes the connection and the bond you can make when you perform on a stage with somebody, and the types of scenes that we had, and the type of interaction that we had. And I was pretty naive growing up about human nature.
Right.
The only place where I was, you know, a legit prodigy and kind of ahead of my time was on that stage working. Right. The second I stepped off that stage, I was a kid and surrounded by adults that knew a lot more about life than I did. So, you know, when I get choked up though about Michelle, I loved her in a very, in an honest, just spirit to spirit way. It's just kind of like, she would have been one of my great long-term